Nicky, a 1-0 defeat here at Easter Road, but what was your assessment of the performance overall?
It was tough, of course. They were a really good side. They passed the ball as good, if not as good as anyone that we've faced this season. They play in a shape of a diamond, and they make you work, particularly in that midfield area. Obviously, young Murdy and Dino in there and myself today were fantastic, and the two boys in front of us, and of course the five lads at the back through to Cammy, everybody to a man was brilliant and stuck to their job. We came through patches. Obviously, the first 15 they really piled it on as we expected, and we managed to come through that as we talked about. And as we were saying, maybe the last 15 as well, when they kind of went 5-6 up front and brought the boy on who's very good in the air, and he won a lot of headers, and they did put us under pressure. But I always felt, in terms of chances, they didn't create an awful lot. So in that terms, we were quite comfortable. And then of course they scored, and we're glad at that point. Obviously, there's only 30-45 seconds to go, and we could just see the job through.
What was the feeling in the dressing room at half time? Because as you say, it was a very hard working performance from Rangers in that first 45, but the boys must have been feeling quite good at that stage to still be in the driving seat.
Yeah, we were. Of course, we were pleased to get in at 0-0. I mean, we came here today, we were hoping to score, and then we obviously felt it would make that even more difficult for Hibs than it wasn't to be. I think obviously Kenny had a good chance at the start with a header. Harris's cross come shot nearly snuck in as well, so we felt that we could score today if needed. But I think, as we say, once we weathered that 20 minutes, we grew into the game, and we'd had spells of possession where we frustrated Hibs and the fans, which again we talked about. But now, obviously, as I say, we're delighted to have come through it. Very nervy, I'm sure, for everyone watching and things like that. I think at times it's probably best to be playing and you don't really think about it. So, no, we're delighted, and as you say, we'll rest up now and we go again. We've got two really, really difficult games again coming up.
How are you feeling? Obviously yourself, it's been a really busy period for all the players, not only yourself, but how are you feeling with 2 more games to come?
Yeah, I think you're just running on adrenaline at this point. It's been a long, hard season, and with spells of the season have been really, really tough for everyone, and it's been well documented, obviously, that we haven't done as well as we wanted this season, particularly around losing the old manager up towards really when the new managers come in. It was a real low point and took a lot out of the lads, probably mentally more than anything. As you say, now these games you're running on adrenaline, and we know our job and we know what we've got to do, and thankfully we've come through the 4 games there, which was always going to be tough against two of the better sides in our league, of course, but we're playing well now, and we know ourselves that we're a good side, and the manager's giving everybody confidence, and everybody's playing close to where they feel they should be and playing as well as they can. So now we've got 2 really difficult games again coming up. Motherwell from the league above, of course, and we've played a few sides from up there this year and had good results, so we'll be looking for the same again.
You've obviously started every game now this season, which is an incredible achievement, and but 2 more still to go just to get over that finish line. Yeah,
definitely. I just say it has been tough, and I think I played every game in pre-season as well. 90 minutes from the first game up in the Highlands. I was playing 90 minutes from there, so no, it has been difficult, of course, and particularly in that position where I'm playing at the engine room of the team, of course, and as you say, particularly the last 2 games where Hibs play with that diamond and play a lot through midfield. It's tough, and it takes a lot out of the legs, of course, and mentally as well. So no, it's been a long, hard season, but as you say, you're running on adrenaline now. There's two great games, and obviously 2 games away from the target we set ourselves at the start of the season. Obviously not the way we'd hoped, of course, but to do it through the playoffs, they say if you can do it sometimes is the best way to go, of course. So now we've got our fans behind us right now. They were fantastic again today, as they were Wednesday night. Unbelievable, and we'll need that again come Thursday night, and I've no doubts they'll be there again, packing Ibrox out, and they'll be right behind us.
And it's a nightmare scenario for you in many ways, coming up against Motherwell over 2 games, a club you know so well, of course, your former club, but your brother Josh there as well. Just how difficult and emotional is that going to be for you? Yeah,
it's difficult. I think it's difficult for all players going back just to play against their old team, of course. It's a strange feeling, and obviously adding that to my brother Josh as well, playing there, and he's right back, and I'm out on that left side a little bit more these days, so it's probably going to be, it will be one-on-one me up against him, so it's going to be difficult for my family, of course, and it is. I mean, it's more than a game, if you like, for me and Josh, because it's futures, and he's got a young family and things like that, so he's fighting for his future. So he wants to be in the top league, and of course I do with Rangers, so it's going to be, as you say, an emotional game, a tough couple of games, as you say, the manager's going back as well, Kenny Black. It kind of seemed like fate. It was talked about for a couple of months, of course, and that there was a possibility, and obviously now that's the reality. It's gonna come obviously over these next 2 games. So no, it will be difficult, but fully focused, of course, on the job in hand, and that's of course helping us get up to the top league. And of course that's why I came to the club in the first place, to help us get back up there. So hopefully I can do that.
And just finally, obviously Motherwell had a poor season by their recent standards, if you like, but what do you know about their squad? They've obviously brought in some new players in January as well.
Yeah, obviously I know quite a few of the boys that are still there, of course. Obviously I think they're finding it tough away from home at the minute. Lost 9 out of 10 I think I saw, but their home form's been brilliant, so I think they won 4 out of 6, so we know it's going to be tough, and obviously we'll be hoping, like the other night, to try and do as much as we can in the home game at Ibrox, where maybe they have been struggling a little, and of course we've been a lot better at home lately, so we'll be looking to hopefully take a lead into the game on Sunday, going to Fir Park, which is always a tough place to go, of course, but as you say, I think they brought 8 or 9 bodies in January, and they did improve. I think they improved. At one point it looked like they might escape, and then obviously a couple of poor results towards the end, but no, we're under no illusions, of course. They're from the league above, and particularly on their own patch, they are a good side, and they've got pace in the wide areas who can hurt you and things like that. So no, we'll do our work on them over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll be ready to go Thursday.